Hello, Guaya. How you going? You are not my mother, but you have birthed me. Wrap me in words and then set me free. Guayaguayare Roman Catholic School is where they schooled me better than any university. You gave me a degree in surviving. You instilled in me that manners make it man and honesty is the only policy. What I learned in your classroom I now practice publicly. Because you entrusted me with a responsibility to go forth and help my people remember their identity. When I fell ill and I got a chill, Guaya Health Center is where they nursed me back to perfect health. Where that fail, shining and chandelier bush became my remedy. Guaya Fest was the first place where I stood on a stage and recite my poetry. Guaya is very close to my heart. You see, some say it's the mocking song to the sea. Some say it's a very hard place. But to me, Guaya is a woman. She's a giver of life. Her fertile soil is excellent for agricultural practices. When are we going to stand firm and protect her? As her ocean provides food and recreation, her forested regions provide wild meat. Off her lands, her entire village fed their family. If it's one thing, Guaya took care of her children. And me, it's impossible to starve in a place like this. Having an oil giant in her bosom meant her hustle was readily available for her offsprings. Yet, somehow, the majority of my Guaya people poor. And although we were poor in pockets, we were never poor in spirits because every day you were ensured to get a meal from your neighbor's kitchen. But then her male offsprings, they were terraformed into work machines, causing them to neglect their families, subconsciously inculcated into becoming slaves for these foreign oil giants. Somehow, we lost our morality. Somehow, we have become so selfish. It no longer takes a community to raise a child. Everyone like a soca artist going, INC, INC. Everyone minding their own business. But as the old saying goes, when your neighbor house is on fire, you better wet your own. So we sat idly by and watch them take away Abba Senior. Like you will see Abba Senior. Because since the discovery of her black gold, this land is no longer our own. You see, the points and the fields became the new cotton picking fields. Well, the house maidens were trained to think that their only aim in life was to become someone's life. But thankfully, my Guaya have moved away from that mindset. I mean, she tried her best to groom them and culture them to instill moral values and codes and conducts. But somehow, our actions make Mother Guaya weep. Because Mama Glow no longer protects our waters and now we are losing our shores. Chip used to be in abundance, but now there is no more. And Papa Boa, he have now packed up and left and no one is left to protect our forests. And we are going to lose our Mother Guaya if we don't stand firm and become a family again.